Hello and welcome to another video. This time I'll be talking about Rumbleverse. And the title seems a little mean, it seems a little inflammatory, I know, but it is exactly what I mean. I do not mean to say the game didn't deserve a chance or that the game was bad. I mean the game came out in a place and state that it had no chance of succeeding in my opinion. But I might just be talking out of my butt right now, so take everything I say with a grain of salt. First of all, what is Rumbleverse? Rumbleverse was a online multiplayer battle royale game, which was melee focused with grabs, like grabbing someone and slamming them to the ground, and weapon based where you would grab a bat or something else, a trash can or something, and beat people with. And first of all, let's start from the beginning. Because from the beginning, the game did not look like it had a great future, most likely. And a lot of people kind of noticed pretty early of that. So, first of all, the game was announced, and no one really liked the art style that much. The art style was nothing people were talking about that much in a positive light. People were talking about the gameplay in a positive light, and they didn't really talk about the art style, aside from kind of bashing it a little bit. Let's say, you know how executives in the animation industry go, I want this to look like Pixar because Pixar is successful? I don't know if that's what's happened here, but Rumbleverse kind of looked like a discount Fortnite. Like if an executive came in and said, I want this to look like Fortnite. And you know, that was not great. Not a great first impression. I don't know if the team just went for that art style out of their own volition. I don't know. The only thing I know is that most people did not like that art style. So, we were fighting an uphill battle at this point. I'm not going to talk about the betas. There were a couple of betas and so on, but that's like issues are gonna be there and everything. It's supposed to sort out the kinks for the game to release. So, game releases, okay? Game releases, and a lot of people are actually trying it. A lot of people are actually downloading the game and saying, I want to try this melee battle royale, see if it's fun. Queue times are on average 5 minutes. The servers are not working correctly. Even if there are a lot of people queuing up, it takes a long time to put them all in a single lobby for them to play. I don't know why this happened. I don't know anything about the behind the scenes. This is just a reality of the first week when the game came out. Which, first 2 weeks, you're gonna have the most new people, or just the most people in general, trying out your free multiplayer game. In these first 2 weeks, you want people being like, this is really fun, I'm gonna buy the battle pass. You got them. Because now they have to come back to keep getting their points to advance their battle pass. You got them, you captured them, captivated them, you have your audience. First week, queue times were awful. Then they fixed the queue times. I think in the second week, I'm not entirely sure, but let's say they did in the second week. Now, the game was lagging really bad. You would enter a lobby really fast at this point, like 2 minutes at most it felt, which is completely fine for these sort of games. But you go in, people are teleporting all over the place, you're teleporting all over the place, you seem like you're hitting someone and you're starting your combo. Turns out they were hitting you because in your screen you did that too late and they are hitting you now. Things were not great. It just was not a good experience. It was awful. Like 2 out of 3 games were unplayably laggy. It was really bad, at least for me, and a lot of people were also complaining about it. So now, first 2 weeks, the game can't really be played well. First week because of queue time, second week because of lag. Now you lost your most important window to capture players. So from then on, and it was a little bit of an uphill battle already because of the art style. So from then on, we are just trying to climb the steepest hill of them all. And they were trying really hard. and I think they were going in the right direction. But now, finally, online issues are fixed. Now what's the issue? Now the game's great, right? There's no issue. Turns out that the game had a priority system where regular hits would be like the lowest priority and super would be the highest priority. So if you did a super and someone tried to punch you out of it, would not work because super has the highest priority. And it was like that. There were priority moves like grapples. I think no, grapples were the lowest, and basic punches, and then power moves and so on. Supers, weapons are high priority too, and so on. There was a weapon, a chair, which had a charge move where you would charge, do a bunch of hits, could break your guard. No, actually, it was just unblockable. Unblockable, a lot of stamina damage, not that much health damage, but it would wall splat you, and wall splatting with that at this point in the game will allow you to do insanely good damaging combos. This chair charge had super priority because of a mistake on the dev team. And the charge did not have really any recovery frames. Like, you could just spam that and the opponent just had to get hit. Basically, the meta at this point was like, if you're going against a chairperson, you want to get in a spot where where you have stamina, so you don't get stamina broken, and you're not against a wall or anything, so you don't get wall splatted, and they just do a little bit of damage to you with the chair like that. And that's all, because you're gonna get hit by that chair. So you're trying to mitigate the damage that the chair hit does to you. That was the meta at that point. Because of how strong this weapon was and everything, usually what people ended up doing in the meta was third-partying, like going one-on-one when you don't really have a weapon, or you have a weapon that you want to save. Bad idea. You gotta wait until they're fighting someone else. You start third-partying them. You had your perks, because when you do, the more damage you did, you got more perks. You got a healing perk, and now you just run the clock out until the circle is small. You save your chairs. Circle is small. There's only 2 of you left. Pull out. There's only like 5 of you, 5 to 10 of you left. You kind of let them die. Be passive still. Now there's only like 3 to 5 left. You start pulling out your chairs and kill them with your chairs. That was the meta. It was not really that fun. Not gonna lie. But then eventually they started actually changing. They changed how the chair works actually to work how it was supposed to work. They put up a couple of more recovery frames on it, basically, so if it whiffed you can actually punish. Some degenerate tactics were starting to be abused, were hit before they were truly abused, which was like, okay, they know what they're doing, we're going to the right place. But the chair left a pretty sour taste in people's mouth, and people were complaining about weapons. And one of the first patches that added content, they added more weapons. And people were like, but why? We hate weapons. I think the reason people hated weapons was because of the mistake with the chair. But still, people were liking the weapons. They were like, I want to grab people in this wrestling themed game. I don't want to hit them with a bat or a golf club. I want to be able to grab them kind of consistently. Which, going into this, it was not optimal to grab in this game. Really. Why? Because holding your block made your stamina go up, and you need stamina to block. So basically, it was impossible to break someone's stamina through their block unless they were running before, or you have a chair, again with the chair. So what ended up happening is when you saw one-on-one, a lot of the times it would just be 2 people standing in front of each other, holding their shields, waiting for the other one to do something unsafe. Because even without playing fighting games, it was really easy to just react to something unsafe, dodge it, and do a big punish. That was the game. It wasn't great. But then they started changing it, giving more moves, more stamina damage to them, so you can actually stamina break someone. you don't end in those stalemates as much anymore. But one of these solutions was also more weapons, which people did not like, so people were not having that much fun at this point. There were a bunch of people that were having a lot of fun, they loved the game. But the casual audience were like, but I hate weapons. And now, let's go into the casual audience, now that the game is actually working and they're working on balancing it better. Now, there was no real skill-based matchmaking. The more you played, the more you ranked up, because the more things you did and they gave you points and you ranked up. And so your rank went up, and with your rank up, you would go people, again, you would try to be paired up with people in similar ranks. Which meant if you were a casual player and didn't care about getting good, you just wanted to have a little fun every now and then, and you ranked up, tough luck, you're now going against people that are trying to get good and they're killing you just as soon as you drop. That's the game. So, that's not great for Battle Royale. You want a Battle Royale like Fortnite, now that it has the no build mode, I can just jump into no build mode and have fun. Most people can just do that. I'll just jump into the no build mode, I'll aim and shoot at a couple of people, probably die because I'm not that good at the game, but I killed a couple of people, I had fun, and I just had a fun time, you know? That's not what wouldn't happen in Rumbleverse. You would either get destroyed or, you know, destroy someone new or get into an actual real match, basically. Which is not great for a casual audience. And then the final, in my opinion, the final nail in the coffin was when Season 2 came out. New Battle Pass. Way more content. Expansion to the map. More cosmetics. Servers didn't work again. I wasn't able to play the game. On another bump, you know how the first 2 weeks are very important for your multiplayer Battle Royale game to work, so you can capture and captivate an audience, so you can be successful? You get another chance, another bump on Season 2, and the servers did not work again. I wasn't able to play. At that point, I was thinking to myself, this is not the end of Rumbleverse, but I can see it from here. In the horizon, I can see it shut down, right there. And then it shut down. Just to reiterate, first 2 weeks, server issues, lag issues, couldn't capture an audience, then balancing issues that kind of biased the casual player base into not liking the next planned content the game had. That was also working to balance the game, but people already had a negative opinion of the weapons in the game. And then the casual people being paired up with people that are actually good at the game, they get comboed and die. Why would they come back? They could come back for the Season 2 though, there's a lot of cool things there. The game doesn't work again. So Rumbleverse never had a chance. It never had a spot where it was a great game for everyone to get into. Never really had that. For when people were getting into it, never was at a point for the game to capture them. But I don't want to be such a downer. Let me tell you what made Rumbleverse so special. Rumbleverse was basically a casual fighting game, which for casual video game players, I'm not using that as an insult, they are the backbone of the video game industry. Doesn't matter if it's a casual fighting game, that's still a fighting game. And even for fighting game players, a casual fighting game just means I can get good really fast in this and beat up children. So it was a niche genre. It is a niche genre. It was a niche game. I don't know if they were like, if Epic wanted Fortnite numbers. I know that they don't want Fortnite numbers, but sometimes they're like 50% of Fortnite would be good, but 50% of Fortnite is still too much for like 99.99% of games. So the game was a fighting game, casual fighting game, where you could just drop in and have fighting game moments, have a hard read to just punish someone, and do a combo on them, slam them to the ground. Really satisfying. Just even someone running at you and you're like, oh, they're gonna drop kick me, dodging them. You're on a ledge to the water, that it's an instant kill. You dodge, they fall into the water, instant kill. So satisfying. Finally having the sumo slap and putting on pressure on someone, noticing that their shield is low, sumo slapping them. They're playing too passive. Break their stamina, break their guard, Irish whip them into the wall, combo them, ended with a diamond crusher. So much damage. They're trying to run away. I throw a weapon at them, and it was just fun. With someone beating my ass, my brain overclocking, thinking, how can I deal with this? I know there's a way to deal with this. How can I do this? This is how this person is playing. I can actually do something. Oh, they'll probably do this again. This is what they like to do. Oh my god, they did it. I got a punish. Or oh my god, they did it. Oh no, I messed up my punish. Oh, I died. Like that was fun. That was really, really fun. And it's honestly sad to say goodbye to Rumbleverse, but in my opinion, it was bound to happen. I hope that the team, the developing team, keep making games. I hope that their next game is a fraction of fun of what Rumbleverse won, and a fraction of the potential of what their potential Rumbleverse had, because that would be a really great game, and I wish them the best in their future endeavors. It's sad to see it go. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.
But the greatest competitors learn as much from failure as they do from success. And I get the sense